Nau piki mai rā ki te waikanaitanga o tēnei rohe, taku tai moana. E toru nei ngā ringa manaaki o te matau a Māui, ki tēnā o koutou. E tau nei ki tēnei kāinga o tātou, te tūtukinga o te moana me te whenua. E karangahia nei, e pōhiringia nei koutou, e ngā iwi o te ākau moana.
For centuries, people have chosen to call this beautiful place home. There's something about Ahuriri Napier that keeps us anchored here. A safe harbour along a rugged coastline. The open arms of Te Matau a Māui welcome arrivals, as they have for hundreds of years. A sanctuary, a homecoming, a place of rejuvenation for travellers. Napier sits on the edge, a vibrant place where sea meets land. From the mouth of the Esk River to the mouth of the Tutaikuri. From Aotearangi to Ōtātara. A wealth of stories that link our place to our people and each person to another.
This is the story of Pānia. And Pānia was a maiden that came from the sea. And every evening she would come to shore at a place called Tuhinapō. There was a local chief named Karoki. He was at the spring, and then from there they fell in love. So they ended up marrying and having a child named Morimori. And so then she eventually returned to the sea with Morimori. Pānia is now the reef that we know today that we still go diving on to get lots of crayfish and mussels. Morimori still dwells in the waters as a kaitiaki.
So my tipuna, our ancestors arrived here over 600 years ago. 95% of Napier was all underwater, and because of that we had 16 islands within this area. Each island had different resources. Past sites would have traded with each other. Our rivers were our motorways and our highways. This place was known as Te Whanganui o Orotu back then. The original harbour channel used to be just north of the airport, and that was called Kitikitiro. But during a severe weather event, that channel blocked up. It threatened the area from flooding. Our tipuna had to create a new channel. A chief by the name of Ahuriri was sailing past. He stopped in and helped our whānau to create this new channel. So our whānau commemorated his efforts by naming the new channel Ahuriri. It also means rushing waters. But today the whole of Napier is referred to as Ahuriri.
You see some of the images of early Napier in the 1870s, and it was like a shingle spit on both sides. So the whole reason why Napier was basically founded was because of the port, a safe harbour along the east coast. But tourism was a mainstay, and really it started in 1889 when George Swan did the Marine Parade seawall, and then the Esplanade, and of course Napier's famous Norfolk Island Pines. Yeah, nobody loves a party like Napier. And it started with the 30,000 Club's Mardi Gras. And Napier people loved dressing up and parading around. They just had thousands of people pouring in. Quite a nice, pretty little township. So it had come quite a long way by the time of the earthquake. It wasn't just one earthquake, just rolling big ones the whole time. And Napier effectively fell to pieces. Literally, people thought it was the end of the world. They thought Napier would never recover.
The 1931 earthquake hit. That lifted the land 2 metres or so. We've lost 90% of our wetlands. All our communities came together. They were able to help each other out, and nobody knew what to do, but they just got in and did whatever they could do. And all our hapuru and marae of Ahuriri Napier, they were able to feed the city of Napier.
95% of Napier was evacuated. Within about a few weeks, they came back and did the hard yards of rebuilding. There was a big tent city at Nelson Park. People slept on Marine Parade. Tin Town became a community hub in Clive Square. This was an opportunity on scale to basically rebuild a whole town, which the Art Deco style was the prevailing style of the times. All the architects got together and they would have had plan books from overseas, some of the Maori designs, obviously unique to New Zealand and introduced. So they had tinted colours, and it got quite a bit of attention around New Zealand. It really did look a fabulous town when it was rebuilt. The 30,000 Club was bubbling away in the background. It was them that was focusing on making Napier a tourist town. Their promise was a better and more beautiful Napier, which would attract people to live here and that tourists would enjoy and would come back. We arose from the ashes. We survived this and we built back stronger in a vibrant community.
The city on the edge of the sea became a beacon for what is possible, where people express their culture, their heritage, their identity. A place of celebration where hardship is met with hope and determination. We are the people.
This is our place.
We are the spirit of Napier. Tihei Mauri ora.